Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about clutch, which is from this topic is belonging from automobile engineering. Now, what is clutch? You might be heard about clutch. Everybody using the vehicles. So clutch is a very popular or very useful device, or it is a device which is used in transmission system of the vehicle to transmit the rotary motion of one shaft to another shaft, means engine shaft to transmission box shaft. Here in the vehicle, clutch is always in engaged position. Clutch is always in engaged position. When it is disengaged, while braking system or while you are going to stop that vehicle, that time only it is disengaged. Otherwise, it is always engaged position. Now, what are the factors which are considered during selection of the clutch? Second topic is what? Factors considered to select the clutch. Now see, it is having very important role in the vehicle that it engages or it transmits the rotary motion of the transmission system to the engine shaft. So it has very vital role in the automobile. So this should be considered while selecting the clutch. Now it should transmit the maximum power. It should transmit the maximum power, and again it should have the compact design. Again, it means we simultaneously write that points. That what first was what? It should transmit the maximum power. Maximum power should has compact design. Again, it should have light weight. Again, it can be easily engaged and disengaged. Means it should engage and disengage easily. Engage and disengage easily. It should engage and disengage easily. It should not give any jerk during start of the vehicle or stopping the vehicle. Again, it should absorb the vibration and damping. Okay, it should avoid the damping. This is what the factors to be considered to select the clutch. Once again, we will repeat that factors considered to select the clutch are: maximum power should be transmitted from one shaft to another. Again, compact design should be there, means it should not be so much heavy, it should be a lightweight design. Again, engage and disengage, it should be engage and disengage easily. And then it should not provide the jerk or vibration, or it should absorb all the jerks and vibration comes from the engine. These are some factors to be considered. Now, what is working and principle of this clutch? What is the working and principle? As we know that it is a device used to transmit the rotary motion of one shaft to other shaft. So here it is based on basically principle of friction, right? It is based on the principle of friction. Means due to friction, all the work is happen in the clutch. So it consists of the engine shaft, or it connects the engine shaft engine shaft to transmission system shaft. Or gearbox. Right? Again, it should transmit the more torque connects to the frictional plate, and this surface, this means it is connected to one surface, and that surface is called as a frictional plate. The friction plate can be pressed finally against the other means or axial force provided by the spring on the pressure plate. So when it is engaged, the clutch tends to rotate in a single unit, and when the rotating speed of the concentric surface or other shaft is depend upon the friction, which is, we can calculate that torque T is equal to mu WR. Hence, power transmitted by clutch is depend upon the coefficient of friction of the material and radius of the clutch plate. Means it is depend on mu and R. Right? This is what the principle of our clutch. You can see on the board, I write down the formula that T is equal to mu WR. See, now we will go through the classification of the clutch. In the diagram, we can see that there are two main types of the clutch. One is positive clutch, second is gradual clutch engagement. And positive clutch has a single type, but gradual clutch engagement has subdivided into number of clutches. First one is electromagnetic clutch, second is vacuum clutch, third is hydraulic clutch, fourth is friction clutch, then last is fluid clutch or fluid power clutch. Then again, friction clutch is subdivided into the number of ways, like cone clutch, then disc plate clutch, semi-centrifugal, diaphragm conical spring clutch, and centrifugal clutch. Now again, the cone clutch is subdivided into two parts, that is internal cone clutch, second is external cone clutch. Disc plate is again subdivided into two parts, that is single plate and multiple plate clutch. Again, multiple plate clutch is subdivided into two parts, that is a dry multiple clutch and wet multiple plate clutch. Again, diaphragm conical spring clutch is subdivided into two types. One is taper finger and second one is spring. See, this is all about the classification of your clutch. Once again I repeat that it is having two main types, that positive clutch and gradual clutch. Gradual clutch is again subdivided into number of parts or number of clutches, that electromagnetic clutch, vacuum clutch, hydraulic clutch, friction clutch, fluid clutch or fluid power clutch. And again, the friction clutch is subdivided into a number of ways, that is cone clutch, disc plate clutch, semi-centrifugal, diaphragm conical and centrifugal clutch. Then disc plate is again subdivided into two parts, single plate, multiple plate clutch, and multiple plate clutch again subdivided into dry and wet. Again, cone clutch is subdivided into internal cone and external cone. And diaphragm conical spring clutch is subdivided into two parts or two ways, that taper finger and crown spring. Now see, this is the diagram of single plate clutch. If we see the main components of the single plate clutch are flywheel, engine shaft, then pressure plate, then bearing, clutch shaft, fulcrum pin, spring, nut, and the last one is a clutch paddle or clutch paddle. These are the main components of the single plate clutch. It consists of, we can see in the diagram, it consists of the flywheel. On this flywheel, this assembly of the friction plate and the fulcrum pin and paddle is attached on the clutch shaft. Bearing is to bear the load whatever comes from the engine shaft, and pressure plate is to engage and disengage the clutch over here. Now see how it works. Here in vehicle we push this clutch plate with our foot, and due to this fulcrum pin is moved towards the right one, and due to which this pressure plate is pulled away from the engagement of this flywheel and the clutch, due to which that clutch is disengaged and power is not transmitted. While in a second manner, when we release the foot on the clutch pedal, it turns to the left direction. This fulcrum plate turns to the left direction, and this pressure plate is engaged in between this flywheel, due to which the clutch is engaged and power, the rotary motion of the engine shaft is transmitted to the transmission shaft. Thank you. This is all about the clutch.